Alright, it's Jay here back with Fight Pulse, and today we're going to be recapping and breaking down Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopes. Alexander Volkanovski did defeat Diego Lopes pretty comfortably last night to reclaim his featherweight title. He is now a two-time featherweight champion, and we're going to break down how he did it. Going into this fight, because I did pick Volkanovski to win. If you saw my prediction video, I thought pretty much that we will see Volk fold. I think the durability wise, he's definitely taking a notch. I mean, he's about to be 36, coming off of 2 knockouts. I wouldn't expect him to have that peak durability that he had when he fought Max that third time, or Yair, or even Korean Zombie. You know, it's just not there anymore. He's 36, 35. He's getting up there in age, coming off of 2 knockouts. But I will say, man, that performance was beautiful. It was just nothing short of a masterclass. Now, going into it, right, I said that I don't think because a lot of people was like, well, Volk got knocked out by Topuria, Diego's going to do the same thing. We have to realize that what makes Topuria great and a lot of people sleep on is his footwork, his utilization of pressure, cutting off the cage, now allowing Volk to really get a Volk really cannot get an angle on him to circle out to get back to the center so he can really work the jab. Volk was pretty much on the cage the whole fight. He was smothered. In this fight, we saw that Diego's inability to really just cut off that cage. He did catch Volk a few times, which we're going to get into, but for more times than not, Volk was circling towards his lead hand for most of the fight, circling out, jabbing, and Diego just couldn't catch him, plus the fear of getting caught, because Volk was countering him pretty heavily, right? So round 1 starts this typical Volk fight, and Volk catches him early. Now, what I was really scared for, because he was doing this, he was backing up with his chin in the air, and then he was really just brawling in the pocket, because in round 2, that exact thing happened. He was in a pocket and got caught. After he got caught that second round, he really calmed down, stopped putting his chin up in the air, but he was still like, in situations, he was still brawling, right? But regardless, Diego looked great grappling wise, but it's just it was just that jab, man. That jab is so freaking good. Honestly, bro, I think he has one of the most underrated jabs I've seen in this sport, bro. His jab is just so good. A lot of people call it boring because Diego pretty much was advancing. I don't think Volk was really the one coming forward for that whole 5 rounds. That jab is just so methodical, man. Just the way he was popping it out, and then the way anytime Diego will actually try to crash in and get off his in a pocket, right hand over the top, left hook, which he was landing a lot. And I thought that was really great. And we get to the 3rd round, and I think the 3rd round was when Volk hurt him, and then he hurt Volk. That's the whole brawling aspect of I don't understand why he was doing it. The 4th round, I get he said he couldn't see out of his eye. Or was it the 3rd round? I can't remember. He was brawling. He couldn't see out of his eye. I think he got the glove caught some of his eye, so he really couldn't see. So he was just brawling just to keep Diego off of him. I just think this was a case of Diego not having the experience to let his hands go. Because I feel like if he let his hands go, he probably would have finished Volk. I'm not gonna lie. He more than likely would have finished Volk. But the 3rd round, that comes. Then 4th round, 4th and 5th round was pretty much all Volk. I'm gonna be honest. Just Diego really didn't have anything for Volk. Even in the pocket, Volk, that was those 2 championship rounds. Just puts a smile on your face if you go back, if you can watch it, because it's just prime Volk. It's really prime. If he would have fought like that the whole fight, dude, jeez Louise, it's just prime Volk. He just looked great. Again, that durability is just not there, but for the most part, I thought he looked amazing, man. And again, for Diego Lopes, it's just the experience wasn't there. He didn't have the capability to say, okay, I need to let my hands go. Because even in the 5th round, when his coaches are telling him to let his hands go, he's screaming and, bro, let your hands go. You gotta win the belt. Try it at least. And it just wasn't working because Volk, the footwork, the angles he was hitting Diego on, and then the counter punching really had him too hesitant. And it's kind of something like the Pereira and Ankalaev fight, to where Ankalaev was wrestling, had Pereira just so hesitant to let his hands go because he was worried about defending. And I think it's the same thing with Diego. He was just so worried about Volk countering him off of an angle and him coming in and eating a right hand. it was just bad. And Volk even said that he thought he was gonna finish him with the ground and pound in the first round when he dropped him. He said he hurt his hands because he just didn't want to go down. He was hitting him with everything that he had. He threw the kitchen sink at him, and he did not go down. So I thought that was pretty funny. But looking at what's next, for Volk, I think Mozart, what do you say, Avalov, however you say his name. I think that's the next fight to make for him. Personally, I don't think Evolov really beats him. I don't see a scenario to where I can say that Evolov just goes out there, because he's not the greatest striker. He's not. He's a great grappler. And to sit here and think, are you gonna really lay on Volk for 5 rounds, 3 rounds, however long the fight is, 4 rounds? And you know, I just don't see it. Volk's just too good for that. I really think he's gonna beat the crap out of him. And I think, if I'm not wrong, he's 2 title fights shy of breaking Josie's Aldo's record for the most title fights in featherweight history. So I think after this, man, he beats Mosavar, then he goes, probably beats, if Lamar Murphy can get a couple wins, or if Yair beats Diego, or even Aaron Pico beats Gene Silver. You know, featherweight is getting kind of spicy now with that division. I think he gets 2. Not just what makes Volk just so good, man. So shout out to him. I thought I really just enjoyed the fight overall. I thought Volk looked great. Durability, again, not the best, but I think he'll be fine at featherweight. Now if Topuria was still at featherweight, I don't know. I think he probably would have did a little bit better against Topuria. That version of Volk, I think he would have did a lot better. But just Topuria's just boxing, because Volk was getting caught. I don't think Volk would have been able to take like a left hook from Topuria. Dude, that's fight-ending power. You know what I mean? It's not just power; it's the technique behind it. Diego has power, technique's really not there. So yeah, I thought the fight was, I thought it was fun. So y'all let me know down below in the comment section, what do you guys think? Prime Volk back? Do you think he can actually break Jose Aldo's record? You guys let me know. Thank you guys for watching. It has been Jay with Fight Pulse. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. And I'll see you guys in the next video.